Anybody has asked a question? So the question is, as witness, will I feel the pain? The witness feels the pain. Okay. The witness is the intermediate step to realize the final truth and the Atma. So our mind has four functions. They are called Manas, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta. Manas means perceiving the self through sense organs. Buddhi means intellect, decision maker. Ahankara means ego, okay, ownership. Chitta means memory. So now in our life, our whole body mind complex is controlled by the Ahankara, the ownership. The real control should have been by the intellect, the pure decision making. But the ego takes over and says, I am the owner. Ego takes the ownership. Ego is the owner. Okay. Ego starts controlling the intellect. But who should be real control of intellect? Not the ego. The self, Atma. The Chidabhasa, which is self manifesting the intellect, should be the control of ego. Right? In that case, Chidabhasa or intellect, Chidabhasa will be Sakshi, the pure witness. Chidabhasa doesn't get disturbed. But the intellect is totally under the dominance of control of ego. Right? The whole spiritual sadhana is to remove the dominance of the ego from your life. And the intellect should start working under the guidance of Sakshi, the witness, which is Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa itself is of Kutastha. So the Kutastha, Atma, the self, when it's operating the world, it should operate as Chidabhasa, operating with the Sakshi Bhava. I am the witness. Okay. Kutastha itself cannot operate in the world. Kutastha is non-dual. The Kutastha takes the form of Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa should take the form of Sakshi for operating in the world. Intellect, instead of working under the guidance of Sakshi, guidance of Chidabhasa or the witness, intellect is working totally influenced by ego. So when it is influenced by ego, what will happen to it? Ego has its own fancies. I like this, I don't like it. Everything it has judgment. Every single thing, it has opinion. This is like our TV news, TV debates you should see. Anything, any issue there are people who have an opinion. For opinion, against opinion. Ego is like that. Everything in the world, it has a labeling. It knows only two things in the world: good and bad. Good and bad. I like it, I don't like it. So ego will start instructing intellect to react. Okay. So something happens to you in life because of prarabdha karma. Immediately, ego comes into picture. It says, I like this, I don't like this. Immediately, a reaction will come. And reaction will bring some other result. Again, that becomes a impression, vasana. Impression will strengthen the ego. And again, ego will dictate the intellect. So now, you are not living your life. You are the Sakshi or the Atma. So you are not living your life. You are under the whole like a machine is operating. The ego dictating the intellect taking action, telling the action to the body and mind complex. Action will bring the result. Result will again bring the vasanas. Vasanas will influence the decision making of the intellect, and intellect will do again action. Now what happened? You are completely out of your control. The life is not in your control at all. Right? You are living your life like a machine. The whole life is become a machine. That's why I call us. We are like a bio goods. We are running based on the social program. Who is the main authority for executing social program? It's the ego. It will take the input. It will decide, say good and bad, and tell the intellect to do something. Ego is the reactive mechanism. Okay, and ego is what is causing evil in the world. What we call as evil or good, not because everybody has a strong ego. I have this is right, this is wrong. I am only right, I am only wrong. Okay, so now you have to come out of the control of ego. And ego is the one who suffers, not the you, not the real Atma, not the real self will never suffer. Right? I gave an example of accident happening. When the accident happening, there's no pain. And after some time, the pain comes into picture. Right? This is like a typical some of in Indian households, there is a ceremony. Some death happens in the family. Then they hire people for mourners, mourning people. Okay, there will 10 people, 10 or 15 women will come. You pay them money. So 1 hour of mourning, this much. 2 hours of mourning, this much. They'll come and they'll their hairs, they'll what is it? The hairstyle will change. Their kumkum, they'll this thing. They'll start beating their hair, shout, chest. Oh, they'll start crying. They are called professional mourners. Okay, professional mourners has nothing to do with the death. Okay, professional mourners nothing to do with that death. Nothing to do with the family. They are only interested in the money. Ego is a professional mourner. It has nothing to do with the accident. Nothing has happened. It's all, everything is happening with this business, because of the consciousness. Ego has nothing to do with it. It just takes ownership. It will start crying. Oh, my accident happened to me. Something happened to me. What my life is. It will start. That is the causing of suffering, and it takes the control of the situation. It says, "I am the self." Ego is the professional mourner. So all that you have to do is, please don't hire the ego. You go back to Sakshi. That's the spiritual teaching. The witness.
Belong to which domain?
Huh?
Ego belong to which domain?
Ego doesn't exist. It's unreal.
But from where it comes actually?
It's a thought. It's a thought. The thought comes out of imagination. And it has such a reality. It takes control of whole situation and runs your whole life. It's a parasite. Okay. The entire spiritual teachings become the Sakshi. Become the Sakshi means start reducing the importance to giving to the ego. Okay. Just because you become Sakshi doesn't mean the pain will go. Pain will not go. Pain will be there, but you are able to watch the pain without bringing your biases like this, good and bad, and all those things. And because this, you are not reacting. You act. When you act, you will do right action. So the result of that will be the karma phala will come, but then you don't. That doesn't become impression. You start slowly getting out of the habit of ego. Then you start living the life as per Atma, the self. Ego, Sakshi itself is not Atma. But the Sakshi, when it turns backwards, or Sakshi realizes that I am the Kutastha, then Atma. That's non-dual. Are we clear? So you understand, ego is a professional mourner. And professional mourner will do very good drama actually. You see the drama of ego. Everybody, the whole world is running off the drama of the ego. Your friend will come, see, my whole life is gone. I am suffering from the whole of my life. Again, now ego has started telling stories. And you have your own stories of ego. Your life, entire life is your story told by ego. Okay? Are you suffering in life? The moment I ask the question, whole thing will start. That is actually a story. Ego is only good in telling stories. Okay, this professional mourner, the ego is like professional mourner. Professional mourner only cry, but the ego is able to create the story, cry. Create the story, cry. Stop hiring professional mourners. Ego. You have an accident? Yes, witness it and try to do what action can be taken. Are you clear? Any questions? Okay, we'll stop and we'll take up Kannada.